I'm joined now from Washington, D.C. by Simon Billenness, who's Executive Director of the advocacy group International Campaign for the Rohingya. Thank you very much for being with us. I just wanted to ask you initially what your thoughts are on whether the Rohingya are likely to be able to go back safely.
Well, I think this is clearly a cruel and unconscionable deal that's going to force the Rohingya, likely against their will, back to the potential killing fields of Burma.
There's talk about these repatriation centres. Have you got any further information on the ground about how far they've got with building these and whether it is really likely to start as early as next week, as has been suggested?
Well, if they're anything like the internment camps or, quite frankly, concentration camps that over 100,000 Rohingya have been forced into already since 2012, we have no indication that these camps are going to be safe. They're going to provide anything in the way of food and shelter and livelihood. And, quite frankly, this is a sign that the Burmese government is getting away with this process of ethnic cleansing. If the Rohingya are not allowed to go back in safety to their old homes, their old villages, their old businesses, this is proof that the Burmese army's ethnic cleansing of the Rohingya has been successful.
So one of the arguments I heard this morning from someone on the Bangladesh side is actually if people don't go back, then Myanmar will have succeeded with the ethnic cleansing because they will have moved them out and they won't have anywhere to go back to. And so the argument goes, if you don't start getting them back, then they essentially sort of lose what was their home, even if they haven't got the paperwork to say that it is their home. What do you make of that argument?
I mean, quite frankly, what's lost in all of this is the voice of the Rohingya themselves. People talk about the Rohingya should go here, they should go there. Has anyone actually sat down and talked with the Rohingya and asked them where they want to live and where they want to go? This should be their choice of where they go, and they shouldn't be shunted around by the Bangladesh government, by the Burmese government, This is unconscionable right now that we are talking about the Rohingya as if they are just objects and not, their own people.
Certainly what the people who've spoken to refugees in camps seem to suggest that they're too afraid to go back. If the process is described as entirely voluntary, then presumably nobody is going to want to go if they are that frightened to go.
Yeah, quite frankly, yes. I mean, there is no indication that they're going to be safe from continued attacks by the Burmese government and the Burmese army. They're going back to a situation where they've been uprooted from their homes, and they're also going back to a country where they have lived under virtual apartheid conditions for decades now. Disenfranchised, the citizenship stripped, denied movement, denied employment. This is not a place that any sane people will want to go back to.
Just briefly, though, where should they go? I mean, they're stuck in awful camps at the moment. So what is there another solution?
I don't know what the solution is. I really, really don't. I mean, this is a stateless people. These are people who don't have a country and a home anymore. These are the new Kurds. These are the new Palestinians. I don't know what the solution is, but the solution certainly is not forcing the Rohingya back to a situation where they could be attacked, where they're unsafe, and where they have been stripped of their citizenship and stripped of their property and their livelihoods.
Simon Billenness, thank you very much indeed for your thoughts.
Thank you.